can't be that bad. Oh, it 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 can't be that bad.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this massive
Do you
talent.
want to welcome
going.
the baddies? Because last time, usually, I think it'd be a nice idea if you welcomed ICBTB. I welcome ICBTB's Highly Irrelevant.
Can you play like organ music though, so I can be like, oh,
Like a church?
Welcome,
Do you
baddies.
want organ music or monks in the background? What are you asking?
I don't know the difference.
One's an instrument.
I'm just kidding.
One is
you had
several Asian men.
Such a flash of like anger over like this.
Because I have a limit, man.
You're just like
This entire day has been a bit to you.
I haven't. I only saw you from 2:00 on.
It's like 7:50 p.m. now.
2 o'clock is really early for Christian.
It's really early. I saw you were my morning.
Well, you were like my second afternoon.
I believe that. You wake up really early. Do you not
Bienvenidos. Bienvenidos, mis amigos de los baddies. Yo soy Alejandro. Está mi amigo Christian. Está y mejora.
Are you sure you want to start off this episode with unconfident Spanish? Are you sure you want to start this episode off like that? We're setting the tone
You should have
for
like
one
a
of
band in the back.
a what?
Like a band.
A mariachi band playing in the
Yeah.
Are
background.
you sure you want to start with unconfident Spanish? It's the best. Okay, I'm sorry. Welcome, baddies.
Hey, welcome to another episode of ICBTB podcast.
Ooh, I almost said the other one.
Oh.
But that doesn't matter.
No, this is our movie episode.
And it's a movie we've been looking forward to for about a year now.
A very long time. I remember reading this like in the articles online, and it sounded like a joke.
I feel like Variety announced this movie years ago, and it wasn't an actual thing until about 2 years ago.
Well, supposedly Nicolas Cage had been offered this role for this specific movie 3 or 4 times, and he turned it down 3 or 4 times until he received a personal letter from the director.
Oh.
Ain't that crazy?
Somebody did some Googling.
Yeah, I did a little bit of research for this because I love Nicolas Cage.
Well, I mean, I was doing research too, but I did get distracted by that fanfic.
You did. Listen to last week's or this week's Highly Irrelevant if you want to learn about that Nicolas Cage Shrek fanfic that he did research on.
I mean, it happens.
It's a
out
weird
there.
thing.
Shrek.
Yes, Shrek the Ogre.
Wow.
It's a thing.
I'll read it to you later.
Real quick, let's introduce my fiance. She is in the studio with us. She went to the movie theaters with us a few hours ago to watch this movie because she loves Nicolas Cage just as much. What movie specifically do you enjoy Nicolas Cage in?
Ghost Rider.
She likes Ghost Rider Nicolas Cage.
I
Thinks
mean,
he's hot.
That's one of his better ones. It's not
Really?
his best. It's
I
not his
don't know
best,
why.
but it is a good
I
Nick
had like
Cage
the
movie.
DVD and I had like a mini portable DVD player and I just watched it.
My
a few
favorite part about
times.
that movie is how much he loves jelly beans.
Is that really
Yeah, I don't
like something
remember
about the
that
character?
part.
He eats a lot of jelly beans.
It's so odd that they chose Nicolas Cage for that role. For Ghost Rider just does not match.
Well, I mean, who else could they have picked instead?
No clue.
George Clooney?
A lot of other people. I mean, but they ended up choosing George Clooney for Batman, and that wasn't a good choice.
Still would have
either.
been work. Oh, okay. Well, whatever. We watched a film called
The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. What a long title.
Well, you know, it's not as long as a funny thing happened on the way to the forum, but it's
Is that an actual movie?
yeah,
Wow, that's a lot of words.
based on a play. No, but this movie is starring your favorite Kim. That's Nicholas Kim Coppola I'm talking about.
Oh, that's right. That's his real name because he's the nephew of Francis Ford, right?
It is. Which
Which is really cool.
But in this movie, he plays Nic Cage, who is not related to any of the Coppolas.
They actually say Coppola in
They
this
do
movie
make
once.
a joke, but they one of the references that Nicolas Cage made was talking about in one of his interviews was like, "This is a character, guys. Let's just make it really clear that this is not me." And everyone's like, "Yeah, it's pretty clear. It's not you, pal."
Yeah, it's just that it's not even an exaggerated version of himself. Online, it says that this is just a very fictitious version of himself. He's basically just providing fan service to all of the memes that were created about him throughout the years.
It's being very self-referential.
Yeah.
But I do know that at one point, Nicolas Cage wanted to play the Pedro Pascal role, which I thought would have been fun if he would have played like the fan of Nicolas Cage instead.
And someone else were to play Nicolas Cage?
Yeah.
That would be just too much for me to handle. That'd be too much for me to handle.
With the way technology is now, just make him play Nicolas.
Yeah, it would have worked because look, there was already like a
Young Nick Cage.
young Nicolas Cage from Wild at Heart.
Nicky.
Nicky is what he called him, and it was purposefully bad de-aging special effects.
Was it purposely bad, or is that? I think that's on par for de-aging.
No, I think that was purposefully bad.
Oh, I don't know. I thought it looked kind of equivalent with every other de-aging I've ever seen.
No, for a comedy, I think they did it way better for like, what do you call it? Gemini Man. I think Gemini Man was way better in terms of this because that was a more serious take on de-aging.
Yes, but Michael Douglas's de-aging in Endgame was about as corny as this one.
Okay. All right. But let's agree that it's all better than Robert De Niro's de-aging from The Irishman.
This like old man hand.
He beat someone up. He was supposed to be like a dude in his 30s, still looked like he was in his 70s.
Can't de-age an old man's posture.
No.
Shall we jump into it, sir?
Let's get into it, dude.
Feet first, mouth open. This movie is rated R and was released in the year 2022. Actually, it was released last week.
Very recently, yeah.
Has a runtime of 1 hour and 46 minutes, or as Christian texted me earlier today, 2 hours and 15 minutes.
I read the wrong thing. I thought it was going to be a 2.5 hour film, which I completely believe that it would be.
I mean, and we took that on the chin. We both saw that and we're like, all right.
I guess we're going to have to like just salve it through. Like that's a long ass movie.
And throughout the whole movie, I kept being like, dude, there's a whole nother hour.
I kept on thinking that too.
I was thinking, and you know what? After Last Action Hero, I'll believe anything has another hour tacked into it because this movie definitely could have been like, and now we're in your very theater.
Yep.
And it'd be like, oh, fuck, now it's a live show.
It's that wacky of a film.
It's wacky pataki. Mm-hmm. You saw the numbers on here, so this isn't going to be a fun game.
I mean, it's changed a little bit since yesterday. Literally since when I checked it yesterday for showtimes.
It has a 7.6 out of 10 on IMDb, and 87% on Rotten Tomatoes. And is that a 6? Yeah, I believe that's a 6.
Yeah.
A 67% on the Metacritic. But Google.
Yeah, Google. Before getting into Google, I do want to preface by saying when this did have its initial release at South by Southwest, it held a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes for the longest time, for weeks. And just like you were saying, if you guys don't know how Rotten Tomatoes works, it is a consensus where a bunch of critics put in their inputs, so it's gonna change throughout. It's not just a static number. So now it's at 87%. But the fact that it was a Nicolas Cage movie at 100% is just freaking awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's 87 still a fairly good rated movie, especially with critics and everybody, you know.
And for it being a comedy, dude. A wacky comedy.
Like a buddy thriller. I mean, even in the movie, they're like, yeah, I don't really like just straight up comedies. I like it to have like an action driven story.
I just don't like it when it's like two dudes talking. And that's exactly.
The whole movie was just two dudes
talking, man.
Anyways, Google users.
What do you think, Melissa?
96.
Ooh, I'm going to say a 94.
I'm going to say 91.
Okay, what is it?
91.
Oh, it's because you took a look at it.
What?
It's because you took a look at it.
You okay?
It's because that's my Nic Cage impression.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, man? I'm Ghost Rider, man.
They all sound vaguely like a 50s bully. Yeah, released April 22nd, 2022. It's a lot of twos in that number. Had a budget of $30 million. Christian, do you want to see or guess how much it's made back so far?
I read that on its Thursday night premiere, it made like $875,000, but was predicted to make about $50 to $70 million in its opening weekend.
It hasn't even been out for 7 days, but it has made $11 million.
11?
Yeah, it's only not even a whole week, but you know, almost half its money back. That'll be fun. People are going to see this movie just because it's fun to see Nic Cage make fun of himself.
It's advertised really well on social media.
Oh, it's all over the place.
All over. I mean, because like think about what you're selling. It's Nicolas Cage playing Nicolas Cage with Pedro Pascal.
What I asked you at the beginning, I'm like, so are these like real things that happened to him?
She was like, is this truly based on Nicolas Cage?
It's based on his autobiography.
Yeah, I was like, wait, so this really happened to him? You're like, no.
Just like, I don't even know if it's an exaggerated aspect of his life, but no, he does not run into like an arms dealer and try to like save his family.
Blind.
This is more believable to me than like The Interview.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Whereas like I believe they're both in the same universe. Mm-hmm. I do believe this one was like, yeah.
This one's just a little less wacky. The Interview was crazy because that's James Franco being this talk show host, literally calling Eminem gay, or not calling him gay, but like finding out he's gay and like putting it all over the headlines. Remember
But
that?
isn't James Franco playing James Franco in that movie?
I don't know. Well, with comedies nowadays, isn't everyone playing themselves but like heightened?
For sure.
Right?
For shiggity.
Don't ever say those words. I don't.
Shiggity?
If that's the first time those words have left your mouth and you're trying it out on a public platform, don't do that ever again in public.
We'll see. I'll try it again later.
Okay, sure.
No, this movie was a lot of fun. I think what's interesting about this movie is how many people wanted to be in this film, clearly.
Yeah.
Just because they wanted to be involved. This movie has Neil Patrick Harris.
Yep.
This movie has Tiffany Haddish.
Yep.
Ike Bernholtz. Pedro Pascal. Demi Moore.
For a hot second. Literally 10 seconds.
And then the director that he chases down in the beginning of the movie was supposed to be Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, that's what I was
That would have
reading.
been cool.
Yeah, because I mean, I would love. Well, I don't know why Quentin would turn down a role like this. It's like so quick. It's so fast.
I think the COVID
That's true.
postponedities.
I think they started shooting this in late 2020. In November of 2020. I think Neil Patrick Harris was among the last people to have signed on in like November of 2020. And they were like, okay, let's start shooting.
Methinks we read the same page of facts.
Yeah.
No, so Nic Cage is clearly like, you know how I knew he was playing a character? Because is when it opens is he's driving that like 90s Ferrari or whatever. Like it's clearly like an older nice car, but he's still driving it around. I was like, Nic Cage can definitely afford a nice car.
Oh, he can. I mean, like there's so
Did
much.
you see Willy's Wonderland?
Yes, he loves his car in that. There's so much self-awareness in this, and I love how the movie opens up. It's this Spanish girl and her boyfriend just watching Con Air, right?
Oh, it opens up with Con Air.
It's awesome, and I'm like, already I'm hooked just seeing him on screen, and like it's super meta, and like this girl's just like, I fucking love Nicolas Cage. It's so fucking cool.
And then the door gets kicked in and she gets kidnapped and by two masked men.
Yeah,
And then straight into Nic Cage life, living it up in Hollywood.
yeah.
Or surviving.
Sir, he's trying his best. What did you think? What do you know about Nicolas Cage's career prior to watching this movie? Did you know that he's like a struggling actor or was? That he was.
I mean, I don't think he's struggling right now.
No, I think he's doing fine now. I mean, he's been coming out with some bangers. Like before this, he came out with Pig, which is in the high 90s in Rotten Tomatoes and is really good. I watched it on the plane to Arizona. I
He
think.
pretty much does whatever he wants now.
Yeah.
He's pretty much in the dream.
But there's so many like jokes here that he's self-aware of like, okay, there was a period of time where I'm struggling for money because of my divorce, and where, you know, when he sees the wax replica of himself, he's like, how much did this cost? And then
It's like $6,000.
I'll buy it for $20,000 off of you, showing that he's the type of guy to buy
I want it. I want it right
random
now.
shit. Because like, tell Melissa like what some of the random shit that Nicolas Cage has bought in real life, like a dinosaur skull. And I think like
yeah, I didn't realize that I didn't realize I was the guy who has like a list of this stuff. But no, I know he like outbid Leonardo DiCaprio for like a Tyrannosaurus Rex skull for like $7 million, something like that.
Oh
I also
my
know he owned
gosh.
one of the most haunted bars in
New Orleans.
New Orleans on Bourbon Street. But that one has gone through multiple people's hands. Like Brad Pitt owned it for a while. Tom Hanks owned it for a
So
while.
just impulse buys?
Kinda.
I mean, when you got that much
Yeah,
money,
if
you
you
gotta
have money.
spend it. Yeah, you can't take it with you. Also, if you have it, then they'll tax you on it, so you might as well get rid of it when you do. You know?
Yeah. I mean, he was just like, he was a movie star. They say in the movie all the time, like the first time we see Nicky, his younger self, Nicky's just like, what? How's that interaction
He's
go?
like, you just gotta work, man. He's like, you just gotta keep going. He's like, none of it's art shit.
Yeah, because Nicolas Cage was like, I'm trying to be an actor. I'm trying to like just do something that's character driven with like a like with an indie director that's really good. And then like Nicky's like, no, you're a fucking movie star, so act like it.
Yeah, I mean, he has this weird push and pull of wanting to be like the artiste.
Yeah.
And then also needing to like pay his bills. So like immediately he's getting offers to like do a birthday party, but then he's also having to do like audition still, and he wants to read and stuff because he just loves the craft so much.
Well, that's how the movie starts off, is with that director that was supposed to be Quentin Tarantino. It was like a nice lunch, and he was like, okay, yeah, I can play this character. I've been working on my Boston accent.
He already
for a
has
week."
it. The guy's already, he already had the role.
He overshared. He talked too much and talked himself out of the role.
I've never done that.
Nope, never.
I do like that him and Neil Patrick Harris go to like a Roman bathhouse where they like get the shit beat out of them with
What's
twigs.
going on? They're getting hit with pom poms.
No, that's like an Eastern European hot
Rubber
thing.
castles?
Yeah, I've never
No,
seen
it's a
it.
plant.
And then Neil Patrick Harris is just enjoying
Into
it.
it.
It
A little
hurts
too
so
much.
good. He's like, fuck. Oh, fuck. The more it hurts, the better it is for you.
It's getting out your demons. Honestly, the way my back is right now,
You probably need that pom pom massage.
I don't know what's going on with my back right now.
For the longest time, I thought Neil Patrick Harris was playing himself and they were buddies until he had like a phone call with him later. And
he had a different name.
yeah.
I like that phone call when he calls him because Nicolas Cage is doing his retirement from acting. And after making this long speech about how he's just a small piece of the storytellers of the universe and stuff like that.
Of an art craft that has existed for over 100 years. He's just a small piece of this universe.
And Neil Patrick Harris is like, hey, I'm driving right now. Can you repeat that?
I'm driving through the hills right now. I have no signal. And he's just like, what did you say? He's like, never mind. Never mind. What do you guys feel about his relationship with his ex-wife and kid?
I think that, I mean, that's a funny relationship. I don't know if Nicolas Cage, that I imagine, would have like a adultish daughter and a wife like this who's I mean, she was a makeup artist, right? I guess that's how they would have met.
Yeah.
I guess it's a believable story. Yeah, it was cute. I liked it. I thought,
But knowing Nicolas Cage, or like just knowing anyone, they wouldn't put their real life familial relationships out there like that. So this is definitely just
it was
a
like
joke.
really civil.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
You know what one of his kids' name is?
What?
Kal-El.
Kal-El?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
Superman's Kryptonian name.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Remember, you were telling me that he was supposed to be.
he was gonna be Superman at one point. Yeah,
Wow. Which would have been great. Would you like to have seen that?
Yeah, why
Superman
not?
Nicolas Cage?
I would have rather see Brendan Fraser be Superman more so than Nicolas
But
Cage.
Brendan Fraser's a little too wacky. I don't know if
Well,
he could pull it off.
Yes, post George of the Jungle for sure.
Yeah.
But like when he first got the Mummy and shit like that, there was a time when everybody was like, "This guy."
He's gonna make it. He's gonna make it far.
Yeah.
I like how we're introduced to the daughter through a therapy session. Like she's just chilling on her phone. We
Yeah.
didn't even know she was there.
And the therapy session is just Nicolas Cage talking about himself.
Yeah, the entire time. And like even his relationship with his daughter is just him making her watch his old films.
Or just
Still
old
about
films.
Yeah, just old films in general. I don't even know what that movie he was talking about. Like what did she said, The Cabin of Calamari or something like that?
Yes.
That's what she said, but I don't know what it actually was.
Type in The Cabin of Calamari, guys, on Google. That's the movie we're talking about.
And he's super snooty about it, right?
It's like a 1920s, like Polish German film that everybody else has seen. It's Pedro Pascal's favorite movie.
Oh, okay.
His second favorite movie.
I can't wait till we actually. So he eventually just agrees to do this birthday party
For $1 million.
for $1 million by this like very. Or it's in Spain, right? It's on the coast of Spain.
Mallorca.
Is that the coast of Spain?
Yes.
Okay, and then like that's where he meets Pedro Pascal. You walked out to use the restroom at this point, so I'm gonna catch you up real quick.
Au contraire, my little fish. No, I
happened?
went outside to get popcorn.
Oh, that's what you did. I'm so sorry. And what do you remember right before you leave, or right before you left for that? Not much. It sounds like.
Well, no, because I could tell that it was all leading up to like he's about to go to the island and he's gonna meet everybody. But by the time I came back, he was getting off the airplane.
Oh yeah, and that's where we meet Tiffany Haddish and Ike Barinholtz.
Yeah. So I think I just missed a little bit of setup.
Yeah.
That I think I got from the trailer.
Yeah, you didn't miss too much. I liked I wish that Ike Barinholtz and Tiffany Haddish more funny scenes, but they really had a small part.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen Ike Barinholtz do a little bit more.
But I like Tiffany Haddish when she came in and like tried to act like a fangirl to Nicolas Cage and said, "I love Croods too."
He's like, oh yeah.
And then Ike Barinholtz is like, "That's your point of reference for Nicolas Cage movies?"
No, her point of reference was oh fuck.
It was Croods too.
No, that's what she said. She's like, my nephew loves Croods too.
Oh, I
but when
see.
she's like, Nic Cage.
Oh, it was a different movie.
Yeah, Moonstruck.
That's
She's
what
like,
it was.
From Moonstruck? And he's like, that's your point of reference?
Not Face Off, not Con Air.
And then he goes, she asked him, like, haven't you seen Croods 2? He's like, no, I'm a 44-year-old man. Of course I haven't seen Croods 2. Croods is a fucking hilarious movie, by the way.
I have to watch it. I've only seen it at my orthodontist because they play it while I'm getting my Invisalign shit done.
Dude, it's got Nic Cage, it's got Emma Stone, it's
So
got
I
Ryan
hear.
Reynolds,
Yeah.
Cloris Leachman in the first one.
Sounds like a stellar cast, man.
Honestly, DreamWorks gets it done.
They kill it with their animated films. I do agree.
Pedro Pascal has, I wouldn't say ulterior motives. I would say they're just his straight up motives.
He's so wholesome.
Yeah, because I keep wanting to think he's a bad guy throughout all of it, but he's just as dumb as Nicolas Cage.
That's the beauty of this buddy comedy is
Yeah.
that they are Dumb and Dumber, essentially, right? They're just two dumb dudes.
Oblivious.
I mean, what did you think of Pedro Pascal? You're not too familiar with the actor. What did you think of his role here and how he was in the movie?
I don't know. He was just trying to be like a good person to him.
Does it blow your mind that he doesn't usually do comedies?
No.
He's like an action star.
He had good timing for being. I wouldn't even say action. I'd be more like a dramatic actor.
Yeah.
Although he does quite a bit of action.
Because he was in Narcos, he was in Game of Thrones.
Oh, he played it well.
Pedro Pascal was in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, man. He was because you didn't watch it, right? So he pops up in maybe the 3rd or 4th season, and he has like a very, very cool
Maybe
role.
I did know that. He's also a Mandalorian.
Yes, he is the Mandalorian, which is really cool.
He is.
I forget about that, and he's about to play Joel in the Last of Us series coming up on HBO, so I'm really excited about that.
And he was in Wonder Woman 84
as the villain that you don't really like.
I don't think anybody did. No, I do think it's interesting though that Pedro Pascal is trying to like get Nicolas Cage to read the script.
It's so cute. It's so cute.
And we never really get to see this. Well, I guess we see the final scene of the movie.
Yeah, but that's not even the script that he was working on prior.
No, because Nicolas Cage doesn't even read it.
Because we see, I think while you're while you're getting popcorn, there's a little cut to scene to Neil Patrick Harris, some dude handing him a script from this guy, and Neil Patrick Harris says it's trash. Put it in the trash. Doesn't even read it at all, and that's why Nicolas Cage never gets his hands on it.
That makes sense.
And then we find out later on that Nicolas Cage wants to make a movie with Pedro Pascal.
No, he needs to spend more time on the island because now he's working
That was
for
his
the
friend.
CIA.
Yeah.
But he doesn't even want to make the movie with him. Right? He like as soon as he's like, no, I want to stay here and help you make a new movie.
Yeah.
Right?
It's just an
like,
excuse.
He's so bad at even being like a spy.
Yeah. For being an incredible actor, he's just bad at being a spy.
And the
dude.
whole time he's like, acting is just like being a CIA agent. It's exactly the same.
He tried. He was like, I could really do this, like this spyware stuff. I could really
Do this for real.
And prior to that, they did LSD after that, right? After the fact.
Like the first day they meet, they do LSD
Their
and they
whole-
go on like a crazy drive, and just Pedro Pascal's stoned, smiley, like
So adorable.
child face. It's like
Just watching them bond. I mean, like the way they initially bond before the LSD is just like Pedro Pascal's just like, "What's your favorite movie?" And then Nicolas Cage is just like,
how do I pick just one?
"Fuck, how do I pick just one? We gotta at least do top 3. What are your favorite 3 movies?" And Pedro Pascal's just like, "First one's Face Off, for sure."
Thank you.
And then the
Nicolas
second one,
Cage just thank you.
thank you very much. And then the second one is like, my second favorite movie is The Cabin of Calamari. And he's just like, you like calamansi as well? Or whatever the fucking thing is. Is it calamari?
No,
calamansi?
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Yeah, dude. And then the third one is the best one, Paddington 2. And
Which
like Nicholas,
we didn't watch.
which he hasn't seen yet. I want to watch. Have you seen any of the Paddingtons?
We were gonna watch it.
I want to see it because I hear great things about it.
I mean, I always liked the story of Paddington Bear as a child. I remember that book growing up, but no, I haven't seen the movies either.
I mean, if it's being referenced in this movie, let's watch it and let's review it. Did you find the name of the movie?
Yes.
What's it called?
What is it?
Okay, I haven't found it yet. I thought
What did you type in? Did you type in The Cabin of Calamari?
no, if I type in, that's gonna give me like a recipe for calamari.
Yeah, a restaurant called The Cabin of
The
Calamari.
cabinet of Dr.
Oh, it's like the cabinet.
The cabinet of Dr. Caligari.
Okay, we were way off. What was it? The
Calamansi.
Cabin of Calamansi?
The cabinet of Caligari. Yes, and Paddington 2, which is a masterpiece.
So you didn't see the first one? You just went
I
straight
haven't
to
seen either of
Paddington
them.
2?
I haven't seen either of them.
I just love that was like the movie that they threw in.
We had a discussion before recording about how I said I'm pretty safe in saying that I don't think you need to see the first Paddington
Yeah.
to see the second one. And you're like, I think I need to see the first one.
For context.
But I was like, I'm pretty sure they'll explain everything in the second one. It seems to me like that's the kind of sequel that'll be like, essentially like in the first, in the credits, it'll be like last time. On Stuart Little.
Paddington 2 is not going to be the type to be like, on the last movie,
No,
Paddington 1.
Okay, not in so many words, but they will be like, they'll like probably have like
Like a
pictures of
recap.
like the little girl when she meets
Okay.
him. And then like when he gets his hat. And then I assume like when he goes to the train station, right? Isn't Paddington the one who waits at the train station?
I don't know. We haven't seen the movies. You're talking to the wrong people right now. All right, let's
Anyways,
get back to the
Paddington
movie.
2 is the best movie ever, apparently, and it makes Nicolas Cage cry.
Did you think that he was actually the arms dealer?
No, in fact, I thought that girl who got kidnapped was going to be like Pedro Pascal's daughter or something.
Okay, so you thought it was going to be the twist.
I never thought that Pedro Pascal was the actual kidnapper.
I was hoping not. I was like, this movie, the way this movie is going, like, there's
He
no
can't
way
end up
we're
being the
gonna
bad
hate
guy.
Pedro
Yeah,
Pascal.
yeah.
There's no way.
The part that I thought where I got the closest to hating Pedro Pascal was when the CIA tells him, like, there's a secret room in the house that we need you to go check. And so he's trying to find a way to, like, get away from Pedro Pascal, and he finds the mirror.
Oh, this is after the LSD trip.
Yeah.
And Pedro
It's like that
Pascal's
mirror
like,
door.
you want to
Yeah.
see what's in that other room?
What did you think was going to be inside of the mirror door?
I don't know, like some like creepy shit.
You thought it was going to be creepy?
I don't know, like maybe just like a weird collection, of course, but not of him.
Well, it
Oh, I
was a
thought
weird
it was going to be a
collection.
Nicolas Cage shrine.
I thought it might be guns, because he might still legitimately be a gun dealer, but not be involved with the kidnapping. But I like so much more that.
No, it's just I'm just curious as to.
I thought you were like, no, you're wrong.
Nah,
Alex.
you're fucking stupid. You're a dumbass,
You're a
dude.
fucking
You
idiot,
didn't
Alex.
see that? It was gonna be like a Nicolas Cage shrine, you dumbass. Fuck out of here,
I
dude.
hate you sometimes. But I do love that he had, like, literally something from every movie.
Loved it. Even like the chainsaw from Mandy, which I haven't seen, but I know is one of his lesser films.
He had the clapper from The Rock.
Yeah, he had one of those pillows where you swipe it a certain way. It's a different picture on the pillow.
Apparently, Nicolas Cage gave one of those pillows to every cast member and crew member.
I love it. I want to be
And then
friends
he
with him.
signed him.
He seems like such a cool guy. We have a Nicholas. Hold that up. Put that to your.
Well, unfocused.
Lieutenant Nicolas Cage.
There we go. We are fans of Nic Cage in this household and in this studio. I
you
would
should
love
get
to have
that
every
pillow.
piece of memorabilia in that room.
Would you be interested in doing a Nic Cage fest similar to Josh Wolf's Arnold fest?
Yes. 100%.
We should maybe set that up.
Yeah, and we'll just make
have
we'll make a
3-day
party out of
weekend
it.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah, can we do that at your place?
Yeah.
Thank you. Awesome. Thank you for letting me invite myself over, dude.
I mean, hey, anything to get you to come over. You never want to come over.
I always do. I'm just so busy. What items from that room would you want?
The chainsaw from Mandy
That sounds fun.
seems the most usable.
I like
Actually,
how what?
I want the 2 gold-plated guns from Face Off.
Oh my gosh. That whole like that scene
Wax
of him
figure.
just saying like, this is grotesque.
So that last figure looks more like Javier Bardem than it does Nicolas Cage to
It's
me.
like, it's so bad.
Javier Bardem with like a George Clooney haircut.
You know, I would pay $6,000 for that though. See, when he said 6,000, I was like, that's pretty cheap.
What celebrity of Nic Cage, or was there any other celebrity you'd want a wax figure of?
Specifically that one. Either that or a Nacho Libre. Jack Black, Nacho Libre.
I could see that.
Wax, like real life wax person.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a life-size wax replica of Doogie Howser.
I could believe that.
Yeah. Not like Neil Patrick Harris where he is now, but like
But
him
younger,
as
like a
a
teenage
child.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people are like, isn't it weird that that's a kid? I'm like, no, that's a doctor.
That's a doctor.
Like,
You
I'm
refer to him as Dr. House.
Dr. Hauser. Yeah, I'm lucky to have him in the house with me.
Let's talk about the LSD trip a little bit more because we barely touched up on that. It is funny because after he takes the LSD, he's already aware that he has to kind of like be a spy, right?
He has already agreed to it, and if I remember correctly, the acid kind of comes up with them being like, yeah, you have to hang out with him and like get more information. It's
I like how he like accepts it too. He's just like, oh fuck it, and puts his tongue out like he's taking communion. Hella drops. So many drops of acid.
So first of all, I mean, and I don't know, I've just read it in books, but if you're able to get your hands on actual liquid acid, that's a bunch of pure
Yeah, it's like really
acid.
concentrated.
Yeah, that's
that
like
guy has money.
But I'm just saying, like, to have it in the liquid form is like the most intense, purest form of it. That's
So
why,
they're
like,
fucked up.
you need, most of the people do blotters or sugar cubes. I don't know. I've just read it in books.
I don't know how Pedro Pascal is driving cliffside.
Right. I was like, is
High
he
on
okay
it.
to drive?
No.
I mean,
No.
Nicolas Cage wasn't okay to drive.
No, he hit everything in sight. That whole interaction is one of the funniest scenes in the movie.
But you know how Pedro Pascal got him behind the wheel, though?
What?
He goes, I read that you did all your own stunts on Gone in 60 Seconds. And Nicolas Cage's response is like, I did do all my stunts. You're
right.
Those wheelies were pretty cool. He's like, those wheelies were really cool.
I like how they're trying to like, okay, Nicolas Cage is getting texts from Vivian, Tiffany Haddish, the entire time. And it's so cute. Small, subtle things like this. How Pedro Pascal is like kind of looking over his shoulder to like see who he's texting because he's just worried, He's just like, why are you not hanging out with me?
But again, yes,
it's a clingy
It's
friendship.
like not even like a weird thing, but it's just like what's going on your phone? Like, I mean, you ever catch yourself doing that when somebody pulls out their phone? You like look to see, and you're like, oh fuck.
I feel guilty. I look away, and
feel dirty.
I'm just like, oh, I'm not supposed to be reading that. But he says like, I'm just texting my daughter. And like in reality he's not. And I love.
But that's how Pedro Pascal knows that he has a daughter.
Well, I mean, I think he was. Yeah. He finds out about the flawed relationship with his daughter, and they keep talking about trying to like build this movie, and they're like, what if it's a paranoid drama thriller? And then like Nicolas Cage, he points at these two random dudes in the back.
He's like, yeah, like. Anybody could be
watching us.
Anyway, like those guys over there. Pedro Pascal's like, those guys are watching us.
At first, what I thought was going to happen is that was going to be the reveal that he is an arms dealer. That those are his enemies, actually. They're going to start running.
But when he does take off and runs away, and they go somewhere else, a second hiding spot. My favorite like callback to a joke is when he goes, "Oh my god, they're right there again," and it's just two completely other guys
with the same hairs,
vaguely similar,
the same haircuts. It was like a red head and like a balding dude.
And he's like, "Oh my god, they're there again."
Do you remember when Nicolas Cage was like, "All right, if you're gonna look at them again, you have to be nonchalant about it."
He goes, "Fake a laugh."
Fake a laugh.
Okay.
for looking at them, it's supposed to be like a subtle chuckle to like him looking behind him, but he's looking at these two people laughing hella hard.
They just like look up at him,
and he looks back at Nicolas Cage, and he's like about to cry because he realizes that he fucked up.
We have to get out of here.
This is when they start running toward the wall.
The wall that had a side opening.
Yes.
Come on, give me your hand.
Use me as a human stool.
How'd you get over here? Oh, I just walked around.
He drops Pedro Pascal from like 3 feet, and it's slow motion.
This movie has like some of the dumbest like bits and gags, but the way that they're done, they essentially did the "don't look now" like kind of bit, and then they also did the I just walked around the wall. Like they're doing pretty simple remedial bits, but they're fucking
very conventional. I mean, it's because they're very committed. It's seeing Nicolas Cage in a comedy is already great, but seeing Pedro Pascal fully committed to this character that he's not usually cast as,
that is for sure. Yeah, it was fun seeing Pedro Pascal be so silly and laugh because it's like, sir, go catch fucking Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, that's what you're thinking, right? He's a DEA agent. That's what I know you as.
Yeah, put your helmet back on, Mandalorian.
I love it. Okay, so after the LSD trip, that's when Nicolas Cage crashes into everything. Still no scratches on that car.
I mean, yeah, but again, it's a movie.
Yeah.
This movie felt like the movie you'd see in Last Action Hero, like the kind of like in-world films that you'd see.
Yes, just like an out there. It's in that movie universe.
Yeah, I love the meta knowing what they're doing kind of film of it. And Nic Cage just like, you can tell that the whole time he's struggling with like, my character has a secret, and the secret is like his family's falling apart.
Yeah.
But it's not so much of a secret where it's like it never comes up. Like it is a focal point of the character where right as you think this movie is just all fun and stupid wall gags and fucking LSD jokes, suddenly his family's there, and Pedro Pascal's like, yeah, and like I thought you would need some time to like
crazy
fix
twist.
your family.
Crazy twist. He flew his family. Well, even before that, do you remember when they were like shooting the shotgun outside?
Oh
my God. And then like we see,
that was scary.
I mean, we knew that he wasn't going to shoot Nicolas Cage right there.
Still.
But I think in comedy fashion, all of the buildups to like where we think it's going to be the reveal that Pedro Pascal is the leader of an arms trade, right? Mm-hmm. It's always just like, but actually, I just love you, Nicolas Cage, is what he comes down to. He's just a true fan.
He loves Nicolas Cage so much.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even. Do you love any actor or somebody as much as Pedro Pascal loves Nicolas Cage? Like who?
Not to that extent, no. But
would you get like a $6,000 statue of like Wayne Newton?
The singer of Don Shane who has a permanent residency in Las Vegas.
Oh,
no, maybe
Bobby Darin.
But I don't know. I hear he's like an asshole. He was like a diva in real life, but like
Kevin Spacey.
no, thank you. Kevin Spacey is a diva and was also, everyone knows that. Ryan Gosling, I think I would like.
That'd be fun.
Was my man crush for like a while, and now it's Oscar Isaac. But I wouldn't go so far to have like a wax life size model of him.
That would be fun.
That would be fun. I'm sure you think it would be fun.
No. Okay. So Nicolas Cage in the CIA. Where were we? Where did we leave off? We had shit.
So yeah, no. He finds out. He brings his family to the place. Or no. The birthday party is what we're forgetting to talk about, dude.
Oh.
Yeah. Because like that's when he actually like plants all of the cameras and all of that. We haven't really touched up on that. And he actually, so Tiffany Haddish and Ike Barinholtz give him this
Oh fuck!
What
this
was
like
that?
topical agent that if you touch someone else with it, they'll pass out within 30 seconds.
So yeah, okay. I'm back in it now. I got it. So I said this in the movie theater too. I thought.
I say that all the time. It's okay.
That I fell asleep because I thought I missed something. And I didn't at all. In fact, I watched the whole film, but I thought I'd missed this part that you're talking about with the whole party scene. But no, that part was ridiculous where he finally gets like a spy gadgets, essentially, right? Mm-hmm. He has like a neurological agent that like if you touch somebody, they'll pass out within 3 seconds.
30
seconds.
If it was 3, he had no chance.
And so this guy's coming up because he sees like the lights go out and of course everyone like freaks out.
Yeah, and so someone's gonna check up on that.
And so Nicolas Cage goes up to the room where all the computers are, and the guard sees it from outside.
Yeah.
Right, he sees the lights and then he goes up there. Nicolas Cage has the shit on his hands and then he scratches his forehead.
Just like not even a scratch, he just like rubs it once. First, I don't know why.
I do love that he's like, I think I touched my forehead. And like, what? He's like, yeah, I'm not really sure.
I'm not sure if I did it.
I think I did. No, I did.
Which is realistic because like I don't know when I touched myself on accident, right? Horrible sentence. I know that's weird. I don't know if I touched myself on accident.
It just happens, guys. It just happens.
Dude, then he touches himself again. I think he's like scratching his arm. He just keeps touching himself.
Constantly touch. And then
like
Tiffany Haddish's great response to it is like, just climb out the window. Climb out the window.
And then Ike Barinholtz is like, he's dead. He's dead. And Nicolas Cage is like, I can still hear you. I'm going to die.
I was really hoping that he would like kind of pass out on the windowsill and fall. But because he's passed out, he doesn't tense up.
Yeah.
So the fall doesn't kill him.
No, not at all. I mean, he like just falls in the room, right?
Yeah, he falls through the window back into the room.
Yeah.
And
tries to drag himself. He grabs the antidote.
Doesn't get it because he passes out in time. But how does Tiffany Haddish save him?
Says action. And that's good comedy writing, dude. And Ike is like, how did you do that?
He's like honestly mad. Ike Barinholtz is like,
how the fuck did you do that? And Tiffany Haddish is like, he's a trained actor.
Yeah.
I'm like, great justification. That is like, that makes sense.
And that's when, from then on, that's when he was like really into being a spy. Because he was like
looking in the mirror.
They said action. Yeah.
Yeah. He's just like, honestly, guys, I could really do this.
It's not that different. Not that different from acting.
And they're like, okay, great. Because we have one more mission for you. And he's like, fuck no, I ain't doing that.
He's like, because he's already likes Javi.
Yes, he loves the guy.
Yeah.
He's actually invested in trying to make this film with him.
And because every time he finally every time something like that happens and he agrees with the CIA, he's like, all right, fine. He'll like go outside and then Pedro Pascal will be like, hey man, let's go have some fun.
And then instantly falls back in love with the guy.
Yeah. He like nothing they say even fucking matters to him anymore. As soon as he sees Pedro Pascal's big blue eyes, I think they're brown actually.
I think they're brown. I don't know where you're getting blue from. That man is Spanish as hell.
When the CIA agents do get attacked though, because they get killed by Pedro Pascal's cousin, who is the kidnapper. Lucas, who's like a Bad Bunny kind of looking fella.
Yeah.
He's actually the mastermind of everything, which I do think that's how cartels work, is they have somebody who's like, yeah, that's the guy who runs it, but really that's just like the fucking idiot friend.
Yeah, there's a scapegoat.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Because he's just taking the money. He's just like he didn't even want to do that. His dad was Pedro Pascal's father was the one that was in charge of the arms dealing, right?
Yep.
And he passed away, and so now Pedro Pascal, it looks like he's going to take over the business, when in reality, the guy calling the shots is Lucas. I don't know, man. It was, like, how did you feel about, like, when, did you expect for the family to be flown in?
Mm-mm.
Was
Not
that
at
was
all.
a crazy twist, right?
Yeah. I was just scared.
Same here. I think the daughter, what's her name? Lily Sheen? The daughter of
Kate Beckinsale and Michael Sheen.
Crazy. Looks like Daisy Ridley to me. Do you agree?
A little bit, yeah. A little bit.
And then who's the mom? Is that an Irish accent? That's an Irish accent?
I think that's a Scottish accent. I can tell you right now. Her name is Brave. I'm just kidding.
No, that's not who it is at all. Yeah,
I thought it was Canadian.
That's
Canadian. No. Her name is Sharon Horgan.
yeah.
Which is like Hogan, but with an R shoved in there. But she's from London.
That's a London
What?
accent?
The London borough of... I don't know if that's the accent she's using in the show, but that's where she's from.
Okay. All right. So yeah, maybe she's just playing a Scottish person or something. But I felt bad for them because they thought that he was dying. That's how Pedro Pascal was able to get them to come all the way to Spain.
Well, and then they like rushed over, right? They didn't even like think about it. Of course, they got on the plane and flew out there. And then to see Nicolas Cage just be like, hey, what's going on?
They're like, Dad, are you dying?
It's like, what?
No. And they're like, we couldn't even find anyone like to help take care of our cats while we're gone.
You know what it's going to smell? You know how it's going to smell if those cats are dead there?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And Pedro Pascal's not helping. He said, I had a cat die in the kitchen once. You can't get rid of the smell.
My Nona tried. She couldn't even get
She
the...
couldn't do.
It's just Pedro Pascal trying to help.
Yeah, it is a weird therapy session when they're all at like the dinner table and he's watching Nicolas Cage trying to like talk to his family. He's saying, what was his excuse that was so pathetic?
It's not even trying. I think what's really sad is it's him making the effort, the character of Nicolas Cage, if we can break down the character now. It's him making the effort, but even his hardest effort isn't good enough, which is what even the therapist says to him, or even his daughter says to him at one point, where it's like, the sad part about all this is you are trying.
Yeah.
Like, out of all the stuff that you're saying, like, I know you're trying. I believe that you're trying, but it's just fucking shit. Like, you're just a dumb, shitty,
narcissistic father.
dumb person.
It
Dumb.
sucks, man.
Dumb.
You see it, like, it really hurts him.
Yeah.
It really does hurt him.
Yeah.
Even his ex-wife thinks that he's despicable. And they don't, it takes almost losing their lives for them to realize, like, oh, he's a decent guy.
Well, and then, he has his life put in danger when him and Pedro Pascal have their little standoff.
Yeah.
With their guns.
Oh, that was one of my favorite parts of the movie.
Because he arms himself, like, when he's told he needs to arm himself, Nicolas Cage, he's immediately like, I know which guns I'm going to fucking get.
But at the same time reluctant, because he doesn't want to kill Pedro Pascal, but he has to save his family.
He's got to.
When on the other end of the spectrum, Pedro Pascal is almost shot in the head by Lucas, his cousin. And it's Lucas says, either I shoot you in the head or you kill Nicolas Cage. Because he finds out that he's working for the CIA. And so...
Can't have no snitches in the cartel, bro.
Nah, dude.
But luckily enough, when Lucas is going to kill the family, guess who happens to save the day? The hero himself.
Nicolas Cage, of course. I mean, even before that, like, do you remember, like, when they're just chilling in the car? Like, because there's a beautiful scene, I have to say. Beautiful cinematography in this, like, wacky comedy. It's just, the shot is just of Pedro Pascal and Nicolas Cage walking toward each other in slow motion, both knowing that they have to kill each other, both knowing that they love each other dearly within these past few days. And they meet up, they're like just close to each other, and Pedro Pascal's just kind of like, hey man, I'm sorry I brought your family into this. Do you want to drive to the cliff to clear our heads? Really think about the third act of our movie? And like, Nicolas Cage is like, okay. And they're just chilling in the car. Nicolas Cage is wearing slip-on checkered Vans. Pedro Pascal has these like really nice moccasins.
I believe they're Gucci.
They probably are. Nicolas Cage, they try on each other's shoes. Nicolas Cage is saying like,
these are really nice.
I've never seen you wear that before.
No way. They don't seem like they're very me.
Yeah. You can tell they're that close because you only say that to people that you really know. Hey, I've never seen you wear that before. These guys have known each other for what, 3 days?
If that.
Meaning that in 3 days, Nicolas Cage thinks he knows every outfit of Pedro Pascal.
Or like even how he would dress. And then for his response to be like, I just don't think they're really me. And he's like, they're totally you.
They look great on you.
You want to try them on?
And then Pedro Pascal's like, I like those shoes.
Do you want to switch? Like permanently?
Like forever?
And the best part is that gag comes up later when they're trying to run. He's like, come on, we have to run. He's like, these shoes offer no support.
The Gucci moccasins.
Yeah, dude, they have a fun friendship together. I hope we see more Pedro Pascal and Nicolas Cage movies.
I don't know how it's possible.
I don't know how else you can. I mean, you can't remake Lethal Weapon with them. That's for sure.
No.
But
I hope they have like at least a movie together. They don't have to be buddies in it, but like I hope they work together more. They had a fantastic chemistry. You said a sequel to this?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. I think this is a one and done, honestly.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Well,
it was beautiful when they pulled the guns on each other, though, saying like, Pedro Pascal's like, you were gonna kill me, and Nicolas Cage is like, I was going to, but I just can't. It's because I love you, and then Pedro Pascal's like, I love you too, and and then they start getting shot at by Lucas.
they get shot at, and then they just like hide. Of course, there's instantly coverage. Right there.
There's a big tree.
And then a door that they run through. It's just, it's a movies.
So it's exactly like, did you like the pacing of the movie? Did you like how it started out with just like a buddy comedy and then it turned into action?
Yeah, I felt like there was a lot of scenes that developed the story, or like, I don't know. I felt like there was no filler stuff.
Yeah. Did you have like any favorite parts of the movie?
I really liked when they were on LSD.
The funniest part. Absolutely the funniest part. I think the not that there are any bad parts of the movie to me, but I think it's like when it turned into like an action chase movie. That's like that was my least favorite part if I had to choose.
Oh, I was gonna say my favorite part was when it turned into Bad Boys 2 and they're racing to the embassy.
Oh, you loved it?
Yeah, and she like throws the knife and then it cuts into the movie.
That was a beautiful transition.
That I thought was really because I'm sure that's why they did it. But at first, when it switched, I was like, what the fuck is happening?
I thought it was all in his head.
It was all very jarring at first. Yeah. And then I realized, oh, that's Demi Moore. She used to bang Ashton Kutcher.
I remember that. You knew that, right? Mm-hmm. Crazy. She looks great. She looks great for her age.
She also used to bang Bruce Willis.
I remember that as well.
Yeah, Rummer's mom.
Damn, dude. But when that transition happened, I thought that was just in his head.
For sure.
So that he could like... it was just like him pushing trauma behind him so he could get through this like crazy situation.
And then like it would come back to him and he'd be just like in a pool of blood.
Yeah, that's really what I thought would happen. Even before that, I mean, I thought his acting as Sergio Balisari or whoever the crime boss that was dead for 15 years was.
Yeah.
His depiction of that guy, fantastic.
So the makeup, the whole thing that like his wife was an ex-makeup artist. And the fact that he becomes Sergey, whatever the fuck, he has like his own walk and everything. Like,
hey, how you doing? It's like nothing ever happened. Buddy with Lucas.
And nobody's really falling for it. I mean, everybody knows it's Nicolas Cage.
I like how like the prosthetics or whatever. It was just like healing.
He has a fake beard over his real beard.
He does. He does. A big ass nose, long gray hair, looking like a Spanish Moses.
Dude, it was all just so bonkers, so off the wall.
And they like he didn't really believe it at first. Lucas had a knife to his throat, and then it was his wife that saved him.
Yeah, if she wouldn't have doubled down on the, go ahead, you're not going to kill him sort of thing.
If you kill him, I'm still going to make this deal, right? Is what she said. And like that's when it started all like, I don't know. That's when it turned. It was exactly what they were talking about in the movie. It was like, what if it started off as like a crime drama for adults and then turn into an action thriller at the end.
But then like it's like, but it can't just be comedy all the way around.
Not when two dudes are just talking.
I love it. I love every bit of it, man. Do you want to give this movie a rating?
I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. Easily for me. I mean, like it's not perfect, but it is easily up there with, I'm going to watch it again. And I'm going to like actually sit down. It's usually... We say like it's a fun movie. Put it on the background when you're like making beans or something like that, right?
I actually don't know if we've ever said that, but I get the point.
Yeah. How about you? What do you give it?
I don't know if I wanted a 5, but I would like to watch it again. I would like to sit down and watch it again because I do think it's a funny movie, and the whole like meta-ness of it is very funny. So I give it a 4, maybe even a 4.5.
Okay, 4.5. Melissa?
I would say also 4.5.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. It's no Citizen Kane, but
of course. I mean,
actually, Citizen Kane kind of sucks.
That's what you keep telling me. So that's like it's just a weird
Rosebud.
That's just a filmography student go to for like what cinematography, like a cinematic masterpiece
from like 20 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
best person
now it's the Joker.
Joaquin Phoenix, the Joker,
That's the
impeccable.
best movie ever. I'm sorry, you're gonna ask
Best
me.
person on set?
Dude.
It has to be, right?
Actually, it's gonna be Nikki.
Specifically,
Ooh.
Nikki.
Specifically,
Yeah.
young Nic Cage.
Ooh, let's talk about the bar scene when he pops
Yes.
up. And it's the best line in the entire movie. What does he... He just says, you're Nick fucking Cage. Like,
Except he holds it for like 2 minutes.
2 minutes and says, whoa, Cage.
Fuck it.
It's the delivery, masterful. Oh, I want that to be my text tone.
Oh, please.
Oh my God. So good.
Yes.
Like that was like...
I do like that. It's very clear that he's crazy talking to that person because they cut back a number of times of him being like in the car by himself or sitting at the bar by himself, and like he has these like really intense conversations where he's like, "Just get out. I'm gonna drop you off here. Like get out of the car."
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
the invisible him, Nikki, punches him in the face or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
He has some issues. And I love that. I love that it's like an ego thing, right? That's just ego. That's his movie star self talking to him. It's his like his cockiness.
this is only the third film where he is listed as Nick Coppola.
What?
Yeah, the last time he was listed as Coppola was Fast Time at Ridgemont High.
Nicolas Cage was in
In this
Fast
mov-
Times?
Yeah, that was one of his first roles.
As who?
Just a throwaway kind of guy in the background sort of
What?
thing. Yeah.
That's incredible.
So
You know
he
what?
doesn't usually go by his real name?
No, he goes by Nicolas Cage.
His movie
His
star
his
alias.
Moniker.
Love
Oh,
Alias?
gotcha.
Moniker? AKA?
it. What
Nickname?
do you... any other favorite scenes? I feel like this was such a bonkers movie. We are probably missing some key points that really made us laugh. Is there anything else you guys wanted to talk about?
It went by fast. It's a fun watch, man. It is a wild ride all the way through and through.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's much. I mean, I almost felt like I was watching Thelma and Louise, but with two guys instead, and also no like murder or rape.
Yeah, much lighter, much lighter. Gabriella, shout out to Gabriella, who is the girl from Master of None. Very, very
yeah.
attractive
Oh,
Spanish
yeah.
woman.
Yeah, and how do you know she's from Master of None, buddy?
Because my wonderful fiance has a good facial recognition skill for movie stars.
Better
Nice.
from you.
Yeah, better than me. I really did not recognize her.
No, but don't they mostly wear masks in that show, anyways?
What? What? What?
I'm thinking of a completely different show.
Confused.
The fuck? No. This is Aziz Ansari.
Yeah, I'm realizing that now. I was thinking of that bank robbery
Wait.
show.
Good
Casa de
Girls?
Papel.
Money Heist? Money
I
Heist,
was like,
the
wait.
Spanish
The Spanish one, Casa de Papel, yeah.
House of Paper. Yeah, that's Money Heist, dude.
I know. I'm the
Max
idiot. I
I'm
already
like
said
Max Singer.
Yeah, you're thinking of Masked Singer, dude, on
I'm
Fox.
thinking of Dancing with the Stars. Fuck. I need to lay down.
You need to lay down and figure your shit out, dude.
Honestly, I need a trip to Mallorca to meet my biggest fan so I can see really what life is about and just learn that the truth is I've always been a star. I just need to believe it myself.
While you were getting popcorn, you missed it. Like, it was one of the cutest interactions between Pedro Pascal and Nicolas Cage. So Pedro Pascal's talking to Gabriella, saying that, like, I have to wait for the perfect time to tell him about my script. It has to be natural. It has to be organic, right?
Yeah.
And so Nicolas Cage is chilling poolside.
Yes.
On a, did you?
I
had you
did see
come in?
that part, yeah.
And then they're just laying right next to each other. And Pedro Pascal's like,
So nervous.
it's quiet. No one says anything. And Pedro Pascal's like, what? Did you say something? And Nicolas Cage looks back at him. He's like, no. Like, are you cool, man? And Pedro Pascal's like, so I've been working on a script, and is interrupted by Lucas immediately.
The what? When nobody's talking is one of my favorite jokes. In fact, I do it at work all the time.
Always. Oh, you do that
I
to other
do it
people?
all
When
the
it's
time.
quiet. When it's too quiet.
Sorry, what was that? What'd you say?
I wasn't talking to you,
Oh,
Alex.
sorry. I thought you just wanted to have a conversation with me.
Okay, I think I got enough off my chest in regards to this movie. How about you guys? Anything else?
In regards to
Melissa?
the movie, no, my chest is clean.
Okay.
In regards to my feelings towards the way you dress, not yet.
You like my style,
I
right?
do. Yeah.
Thank you,
I
thank
can't.
you.
I can't fake it.
All right, Melissa, you have anything else?
Melissa, if you could have a wax figure of any famous person, who would it be? A $6,000 wax life-size figure.
Probably Phoebe from Friends.
Oh,
good
Lisa
choice.
Kudrow.
Good. No, Phoebe from Friends.
Lisa Kudrow.
With a guitar.
Well, she's playing guitar.
Singing Smelly Cat.
Ah, that's a good one. And I think we'll end it on that note.
Or Joey.
Or Joey Tribbiani. That'd be a good.
Anatomically correct, Joey.
All right. Before we end, do we want to play our favorite game? Name. It's the one that Doug Benson always does.
Oh, where we add movie titles together?
Not add movie titles together. We just name Nicolas Cage movies. Is what I was thinking.
Oh, okay. Fuck.
Okay.
Whew, we haven't played this game since like episode 7.
Good luck, Melissa.
All right. Name Nicolas Cage films. Okay. Christian, since you're the challenger, why don't you begin?
The unbearable weight of massive talent.
The talent of unbearable weight. No, I'm just kidding.
Asshole.
Leaving Las Vegas.
Okay.
Ghost Rider.
Nice.
Very nice.
Ghost Rider 2, Spirit of Vengeance.
Damn it. I was going to go for that one.
I know.
The USS Indianapolis.
Okay.
The Christmas movie with Nicolas
No, come on. You have to. What's the title?
I don't know.
You don't know
it.
anything else? Think.
I mean, we've talked about...
Face Off.
There you
There
go.
we
I was gonna say,
go.
we've said a lot of Nicolas...
Con Air.
The Croods.
What? Okay, The Croods. What else? I'm helping
The
you.
Croods too.
There you go.
I don't think that's the name of a movie.
Wild at Heart.
Ooh, nice. I would have saved that one if I were you. Mandy.
Nice.
I'm done.
Fine. Okay. I'm gonna go with Jiu-Jitsu.
The Rock.
Okay. Give me a second. Pig.
Gone in 60 seconds.
Oh, give me a second. Family Man. Yeah.
Oh, no, that's...
Come on, dude.
Oh,
Come on.
Lord of War?
I'll give you that.
What
I
is-
think
what
it's
is
called
it?
that. I think it's
It's not God of War. God of War is the video game.
I know that,
I'm
not
pretty-
War Dogs.
So I'm pretty sure it's
I think it's Lord of War.
Lord of War. Yeah.
Okay. I'll go with Matchstick Men.
Oh, nice way to go back to our old ones. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
He's in that?
He's Spider Noir.
Okay, cool. I
He's
don't know.
Noir
enough about-
Spider-Man.
I'll do Willy's Wonderland.
Nice, very nice. What about that one where he plays?
You know, there's so many more. What is it? Come on.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Okay, sure. Okay, because we just said that. All right, another one is...
Oh, God. You know, there's some people listening to this who are just punching themselves.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We're missing
We're missing some good
many.
ones. Hang on. Don't tell us yet.
Oh, some really good one. National Treasure.
National Treasure 2 Book of Secrets.
Okay. That was an easy one. Fuck, dude.
Did you say, what was the, you said Family Man.
Yeah, I did.
Weatherman?
I don't know if he's in something like that. Oh, do we want to call it quits? I don't know if I have any more.
Can we see if The Weatherman's a movie that he's in?
Okay, hold on.
Oh, he's just like a leading man in so many things.
Weatherman. Yes.
He's in something called Mom and Dad.
Raising Arizona?
Mom and Dad.
I'm checking. Yeah.
Yeah? Nice.
Raising Arizona. Isn't that the one he does with Cher?
Raising Arizona?
Yeah, the Coen Brothers film.
Yeah.
We're doing really good. We're scraping the bottom of our barrel here.
I have like multiple tabs open.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Think of like what they said in the movie.
We already
Moonstruck.
said the crew. Oh,
Moonstruck.
nice.
Okay. Come on, you got it.
The Wicker Man.
Yes.
Fuck.
I was just looking at that one.
Fuck.
Was that yours?
No, it wasn't. That's just a good one.
That's a good.
Because I don't know if I have any more. I have to have at least one more.
Unless I just want it with Wicker Man.
Screw it. I forfeit.
Okay, hit us with the big ones that we missed.
The big ones that you miss. Let's see. Well, there's a lot of national treasures.
There's
like
more
three,
than
right?
There's more than two.
Yeah, I think there's like maybe 4.
What?
I know the fourth one is in. What is
He's
it?
in Next.
I'm not familiar with Next.
She's telling us. Hurry up.
Oh, next.
I don't know these. City of Angels.
City of Angels. Okay, I'm familiar with that.
Kick-Ass.
Oh!
Raising Arizona is what you said.
Yes.
I don't know these. A Score to Settle.
Just say them all.
Leaving Behind. The Frozen Ground. Primal. Season of the Witch. Valley
Season
Girl.
of the Witch.
Valley-
World Trade Center.
Yes, he's the fireman.
Vampire's Kiss.
Yep.
Color Out of Space.
I don't know that one.
Adaptation. Yeah, these are like films.
Adaptation.
Stolen.
Stolen.
The Bad Lieutenant.
I mean, this man has done.
A bunch. At this point, like we said all the major ones, right?
Is this not?
Yeah.
Did you see this fact, or did I make it up? This is like his 100th credited film.
I don't know. I have no clue, but I would believe it. I would believe it.
And he was also in that movie. Oh no, I can't even think of it now.
Yeah, that's okay. All right,
Nicolas
let's get
Cage.
out of here.
He's got an Oscar, right?
I think he has it for Leaving Las Vegas, right?
Aha. No, that's Cher.
No,
Just kidding. She's in Raising Arizona.
Okay. All right, baddies. You guys know where to check us out. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Hit us with more movie suggestions and know that we love you.
Yeah, send us your fanfics at icbtb.com.
Buy your merch at icbtb.com.
Send pictures of your dogs to me at call_me_Jesus.
And you could just
Send pictures of your food to Christian.
follow me. Just follow me. I don't want to see what nasty shit y'all are eating nowadays.
Oh.
Christian has asthma is my handle on most things. Really just Instagram.
And send Melissa pictures of your boba.
At where? What is it? What's your Lil Milk Tea?
Little Milk Tea.
Lil Milk Tea. Follow
Fitting.
her dogs at Poggy the Puggy. We love you guys, baddies. We'll see you guys next time. Check out this movie. It is streaming in theaters. It is a movie to watch. It is an hour and 49 minutes, so it's not too long.
It is not 2.5 hours.
Not like I had said, but it's a good time. Anything else, guys?
Mm-mm.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Good afternoon.